In this video, I'll be going through my figure collection. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And it's been a while since I've been on the YouTube channel, and I'm very happy to be back. I'm finally done with school, finally done with exams, and I'm officially on winter break. So I wanted to take the time to make as many videos as possible and release them over the next couple of weeks. And this one was one that was on very high demand that people wanted me to do. But here it is. This is split into two videos. I'll likely do my Mattel figures first, and then in a second video with the Jazwares figures. So we're gonna start off with the Mattel figures, and here's a fairly brand new figure that I got, and that is an Elite John Cena. Picked this up not that long ago. Decent figure. I had a John Cena, but wasn't in the best quality, so I decided to get a new one. I don't really use John Cena a lot, but it's always nice to have a John Cena in your collection. It's a really nice figure. I do want to get one of his newer lines where he has, an updated attire, but this one will do. Definitely a difference from, past John Cena figures that I've gotten, where the wristbands and the little bicep bands are removable, which is super nice. Articulation is really nice. Super dope figure. I'm glad to have this in my collection. Next up is another legend figure. I've had this for a while. I do want to get another version of him because this one is not my favorite, but it's still a cool figure nonetheless. And it is an Elite Kurt Angle. Really nice figure. Reason why I want to get another one is because it is one of his return attires, and I don't really like this look that much with the star wrists. It's an okay attire, but if I can find a singlet version, then I would definitely get that. I would have gotten him sooner, but they are kind of hard to find. If I am able to find another figure, I'll definitely purchase him. This one's a little bit more of a custom, which I'm not sure if I had this in my custom figure collection video, but I will be showing it here. And it is kind of my own rendition of a Elite Dolph Ziggler. Do have full intentions on buying his newest Elite, but I need to find it first. This is just kind of a holder for now. Very simple attire, nothing he's ever worn before, but just an all blue with black knee pads and his signature boots, which I had to hand paint because the basic boots that I had don't fit on the newer figures, or at least I haven't tried, but this will definitely work for now. Really nice figure. As you can see, I use a Seth Rollins body. Don't really care about removing all that extra paint detail. Does the job for now. Up next, we got Malachi Black. For this figure, it is an Elite Aleister Black. Malachi Aleister, same thing, call him Tommy End if you want to. Very nice figure also. Very happy I've gotten this figure. I was actually very excited to receive this. I still haven't thought about getting the Supreme edition. I just have to find it, but this is definitely a good figure for now. It does have the spiked knee pad and boot, which is not my favorite thing, but it does do well for now. And it's a unique figure, and I'm very happy to have it. All the decals on it, amazing tattoo work. Another reason why I want to get his AEW figure is because it comes with updated tattoos that this figure unfortunately doesn't have. I figured nonetheless. I have a AEW star, but as a Mattel figure, and that is an Elite Adam Cole. I got this figure in a 3-pack, the Undisputed Era 3-pack. So those two figures will also be in this video just later on with the Undisputed Era shirt. He also came with I forget what called, like a bicep band, whatever. He came with that, but I don't have it on him right now. I changed out the longer knee pads that he had on. I really am not a fan of those knee pads, so I gave him a shorter knee pads just to have better articulation when it comes to fetting and stuff. Just in general, whenever it comes to posing this type of figure, it is a very, very annoying task. Next one is a figure that was in the custom figure collection video, so I'm just going to be showing him off today, and that is the Elite Finn Balor. This used to be a gray attire, but I changed it to black and white. I just prefer this look overall. If you guys want to see me explain why I did this more into depth, I did go into that into the other video, so it'll either be up here or down in the description below, so definitely go check out that video if you haven't already. Next figure I've had for quite a few years. I do want to get his new Elite that just came out. New time I will get him, and that is a Elite Sami Zayn. Really old figures, you can tell. Painted up all the extra details. I kind of wish I didn't do that, but it's all right. Also gave him wrist tape, which this figure did not have. It was elbow pad, sorry, and just the wrist tape, and that was it. Still a really nice figure overall. I do really want to get the new Elite because updated attire, who doesn't want that? Next, his partner in crime, former tag team champion, Kevin Owens. This is another recent addition to my collection. I've never had a Kevin Owens figure. It took me, I've been wanting his figure for a very long time. It took me a long time to get him. So I'm very happy I picked this one up. I got this figure, at the same time I got the John Cena, another figure I'll be showing in this video. Really cool attire. Do you plan on eventually getting a claw shirt for him just to make it better? Because the articulation on a Kevin Owens figure is already not the greatest. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but legs are a bit stiff, and I'm just assuming it's because of the mold, but I could get some, just a little bit of torso articulation. That would be really nice. But overall, really cool figure. Definitely glad I picked that up. Next two figures were also in the custom figure collection video, and the first one is the phenomenal AJ Styles. He just returned last week on Friday Night SmackDown, absolutely ripped. So obviously this figure does not resemble that at all. It's like a fix-up more than a custom, but I included it in the other video. And I just changed out the head skin, put on some knee pads. This was I think this was his first Elite that came out, and I just changed it up. The elbow pad was a Hangman Adam Page elbow pad, and I just cut it up in the center just to give him more of a accurate look. I do want to pick up his Ultimate Edition, and I'm hoping that we will see a fairly updated version of his new look. But if you know how Mattel is, they do take a while to get those updated looks out unless they're on high demand. But hopefully soon, hopefully updated torso. We already got an updated torso, but we might get another one soon. If not, I'm very happy with the new one they have, but a longer beard would go a long way. I think this figure was in that other video. I'm not completely sure, but here's my fix-up Shinsuke Nakamura. I really don't like the Shinsuke Nakamura mold for the pants, so I switched it over to a Chris Jericho body. It was the one that came with the World Heavyweight Championship, the big gold belt, and the Winged Eagle, I think is what it's called, or it might be just the Attitude Era World Championship belt during that time. Switched it out with that. I didn't need that figure anymore. It was kind of a sacrifice. I didn't really want to do it, but I did want better articulation for Shinsuke, especially since I do want to use him in my pick fed. So this fix-up was definitely very necessary because there was no way I was going to include him with that mold. Mattel, sorry, is coming out with a tight version, so I'm definitely going to get that. I don't know which one, but whichever I'll be happy with. Figure looks phenomenal. Up next is going to be a fairly new figure to my collection also, which I've been wanting for a very long time, and that is the ringside exclusive Tommaso Ciampa. He comes with a lot of accessories, very easy to find. It's not my favorite attire. I wish I found his tights and accurate attire, or his first heel attire, which I prefer that one a lot. But a Tommaso figure will do, especially since a Johnny Gargano's figure is very hard to find also. I'm hoping to buy his new one, but there's obviously that big pad issue, which I don't like at all, but very nice figure. I'm hoping they come out with a new version of him, but this will definitely do for now. Great articulation on him too. Very smooth. A lot of these figures I've had issues when I first got them because the articulation was very tight, so I had to play with them a little bit to get them a little loose. That one was not loose, but at a good, smooth, moving around level. So I'm very glad that I got that figure. Really nice. Comes with a really good entrance vest that's cloth, which I always love cloth material, so that's great. Going into his tag team partner, his DIY tag team partner, Johnny Gargano. This is a custom that I definitely went over in the custom figure collection video, so definitely go check it out. Very simple attire. There are some changes I do want to make because Johnny Gargano usually has that black under tape. I don't know what you call it, but overall, really sweet figure. Like I said before, it's really hard to find a Johnny Gargano figure. I haven't checked to find if his elite is easy to find, but just got a basic, put the head on here and use an old Daniel Bryan body that I had, painted him up. Use a Seth Rollins vest, and it turned out really nice. I'm gonna go with something else, but since I don't use decals or haven't thought about using decals, I just do hand painted stuff, and this will definitely do for now. I'm not an artist, but I will definitely do my best. Next, we got another custom, Mattel custom. Hopefully they will be coming out with an EW series figure for this guy. It's very deserved and very needed. I would say in high demand. A unfinished Jay White custom. I use an old Cody Rhodes body, some Seth Rollins basic knee pads, and these boots came off a Triple H that I had to take apart, reassemble this figure. It was kind of a lost cause, but I tried my best. I use a Seth Rollins head. I do really want to find someone that could maybe make me a Jay White for a very reasonable price, but or even just get another head scan, better head scan, but this figure will definitely do for now. The Jay White did go over that figure in their collection video, so definitely check that out. Up next, we have some relatively old figure, but the one that I really wanted to pick up. I was a fan of Sin Cara growing up and Rey Mysterio, so I just felt right to get this figure, and that is a Sin Cara figure. Very old figure, but I really like it. I had a basic, so I really wanted to get this elite, and I'm really glad I got it. Obviously, he's not with the company anymore, but I do want to get another Rey Mysterio elite because I don't have one. Have a couple, but I've kind of ruined them. So I do want to get his newer elites. Hopefully I'll get some. So you can find some really cheap on Ringside, so I'll definitely check that out. Next, we have another custom figure, or more of a paint figure that was also in the custom figure collection video, and that is this Bray Wyatt. A little bit of a fix up. I put a knee brace on him. I used the Fiend SummerSlam Elite body, and I also used parts from the Firefly Funhouse Elite of Bray Wyatt. I put the head on, used his regular arms that he had, painted the rest, and yeah, here we go. Unfortunately, they did cancel the Ultimate Edition they were going to release of him, which was, I was really bummed out about that, but for obvious reasons, it makes complete sense why they did that. Completely understand, but hopefully they do eventually release that figure, because I would really love to get that figure. Also it's Bray Wyatt, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and also it was just a very cool looking figure too. His match wasn't the greatest. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree with that, but the attire was also very unique, and it just looked badass. It's a Bray Wyatt figure. They usually don't disappoint. These next two are pretty old. They are no longer in WWE, but Mattel figures nonetheless, and that is Velveteen Dream. I definitely thought a whole lot of Velveteen Dream when he was down in NXT. Probably one of the best talents down there during the black and gold era. Very unfortunate he's not in WWE anymore, just based off the Velveteen Dream character. I feel like he would have been a really cool addition to WWE now, but really cool figure. I like to keep him around. I'm also using him in my pick fed with this next person on my list, which is the Elite Keith Lee. I have my own ups and downs with this figure. It's a Keith Lee figure, so I'm not judging. It looks probably going to be a lot better than his AEW figure that's coming out. I'll definitely check it out, but a little scared about that one. Worst thing for me, one, the knee pads. I can get over with that if the boots weren't so terrible. The leg mold, it doesn't support the figure very well, but hopefully it will. Oh, there they all go. There they go. All right. Took a second to reset everything, but I think we're good now. Up next, we have a recent figure I got, and I do want to get his another figure of his, but one I really wanted for a while, and that is the Judgment Day version of Edge. Heel attire. Really love him in the Judgment Day. Wish he stayed a little longer. I think it would have been really cool to see him, but love this attire. Definitely going to use him in the pick fed. I do want to get his face attire with the white attire. I think that attire is really nice. Definitely really nice to have a short hair head scan too. The purple just looks really nice. I love the attire. Like I said, which you got utilized more in Judgment Day instead of getting kicked out almost immediately. Really cool figure. Glad to have that in my collection. Next, we have another Elite figure in a superstar I can't get enough of, which I would just want to keep having more of his figures, especially a more recent one that's coming out with an updated attire and the first release of the World Heavyweight Championship, and that is the champion himself, Seth freaking Rollins, the Visionary. This was his SummerSlam Elite with the attire that he faced Dominic Mysterio in, the Monday Night Messiah era. Really cool figure, just amazing figure all around. I love this one so much. There's a custom Seth Rollins that I did go over in the other video, but I'm not gonna go over in this one. So since they keep falling, I just decided not to keep them up here, and I'm just gonna have to deal with a black background for now. Here we have the first figure, a pretty old figure that I love and want to get a new one of, and that is Randy Orton. Do want to get his Ultimate Edition. Hopefully I'll get it soon. Has been beat up a lot, but nonetheless, love Randy. Really cool figure. Have a lot of old figures that I am slowly but surely wanting to get updated versions of them instead of focusing on just regular newer figures. There are some I want, but you know, not all of them. Definitely Randy Orton is one of them on the top list for a new figure. Next is the Elite Drew McIntyre. Not my favorite figure, but it is a figure. It is really nice to have. Don't have any other Drew McIntyre figures, so I just had to pick this one up. Found it at Target for fairly cheap price, Black Friday like 2 years ago. I do want to get his most recent Elite, which I really like. Comes with a decent amount of accessories too. Drew McIntyre just massive. Definitely someone I'll utilize in the pick fed. Up next is a fairly old figure, but one of the most anticipated Elites I wanted when I was younger. I really wanted this figure a lot because who doesn't want this guy in their collection? And that is Undertaker. Really cool figure overall. I do want to get a newer Elite because this one was his WrestleMania 32. So beat up, but I mean, it's Undertaker, man. How can you not have him? Hoping to get a new one soon. Up next, we have a newer talent in WWE who hasn't been really utilized, but I don't know. He seems to just not be grabbing people's attention, and that is Killer Cross is what I prefer to call him, but here's his Elite. I think this is his first Elite. I put the knee pads down because that cut was really bothering me, so this looks good enough. Put some black wrist tape on him. Head's kind of beat up. I do want to get his other Elite that came out. Not the best attire, but it's better than having this leg mold, but really cool figure overall. Next, another figure I really wanted, and it was really cool, was the Daniel Bryan figure, the new Daniel Bryan. Really cool attire, really cool just story and character for a heel Daniel Bryan. Came with the eco-friendly championship. It was a cool attire overall. We will see him back in this video or in the next video of the AEW figure collection video, as I do have a Bryan Danielson. Up next, I'm just gonna do these two together, and that is these Rock figures. I picked this one up with the John Cena and the Kevin Owens. Found this on eBay for fairly cheap. It's really hard to find a fairly priced The Rock, so really happy I picked this up. Very unfortunate they haven't come out with something with a bull tattoo, but obviously he hasn't wrestled. His promo attire from WrestleMania 31. I'm glad I have a promo attire and a in-ring attire. Definitely do something with him, but we'll have to wait to find out. Up next is another figure I'm really glad I got and really wanted and want to keep getting more, and that is the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Really cool attire. I want to get his Ultimate Edition. That is definitely on my bucket list to get. Put the shirt on him for the video. Just a really cool attire overall. Wish they would do something new with the head scan though, because I've seen this head scan for a very long time. Next is a figure I really wanted, and a really cool figure too, and that is the Cesaro figure, the Elite Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli. Just a really cool attire overall. I'm not sure if they've released his AEW figure. I remember seeing the not the concept, but usually when they do the render pictures that they send out. I remember seeing that a long time ago, but I haven't seen anything about it since. Really cool figure though. I love this one a lot. I do want to get an updated version and just to see the difference between this and an AEW figure, but overall, really cool figure. These last few will be my women's figures and some tag teams, so this will be a little quicker. Told you guys they would come back. That is Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Red Dragon, really cool figures. Unfortunately, they're not doing anything in wrestling right now, which is really crazy to me. The fact that they're such a great tag team. Really disappointed that AEW hasn't used them, but in general, cool figures too. The Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso. These figures came out quite a bit ago, but really cool figures. I love this one. The Jey a lot, and Jimmy too, but the Jey I love a lot more. This came with like little shirt flaps, which I didn't like, so I cut those off more recently. Just love the white attire. Jimmy's really cool. I put a old shirt, Evolution shirt, as you can see, taped it just as a tank top because that's what he's wearing more, and he didn't come with anything like that. But really cool figures. These probably my favorite figures to play around with. Really cool figures overall. I do want to get their most recent elites that came out with the red attire, the War Games attire, so definitely try to pick those up. I hope you guys really enjoyed this collection video. I'm hoping to release more throughout this winter break that I have and take advantage of being able to make a couple of videos this month. If you haven't already checked it out, please go check out my custom figure collection video. I'll definitely include a link in the description below or a little pop-up right here. If not, click on my channel, see all the content I have on there. I don't just post figure videos, I actually post a lot more of time-drawn videos, which I have a lot of fun doing that. If you haven't already, please subscribe and just comment down below. It would be very appreciative to have some feedback as I'm trying to grow my channel and do more than just this, you know. It definitely helps for people to show their love in the comments and show their support by liking and leaving a comment and subscribing, because it makes wanting to do these videos a lot more enjoyable and worthwhile. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next one.